Okay, so right now I'm at the Global Game Jam site in Bucharest, Romania. I'm not here to participate, I'm here to talk about Move or Die. And I'm gonna go downstairs now, where it's a little bit more quiet. Basically, the cool part about this place is that it's more or less a dungeon. And it looks really cool. I'm gonna sneak in here because I like how it looks. So yeah, I was thinking what the topic of this video should be, and I realized that I happen to have quite a bit of Move or Die content that never made it into the game, and I can totally talk about that. For example, we have a bunch of game modes that you can actually find in the game files but aren't playable in the public version of the game. And one of them is Box Hunt, which was my attempt at making a bluff kind of game. For example, I'm a huge fan of Ghost Scare because it involves bluffing while every player is looking at the same screen playing locally. And I wanted to recreate some sort of prop hunt that is popular in games like Team Fortress 2. And the idea behind the game mode was to turn some players into background props while other players have to find them, but that failed miserably and we kind of gave up on the idea. Another game mode is Laser Shield, which was a game mode where a huge laser spins in the level and you have to toggle a shield that protects you from that laser, and it got faster and faster and we really quickly realized that it's not fun at all, so we ditched that as well. Baseball mode. Baseball was a game mode where there was basically a ball targeting a player and the ball was slowly approaching that player, and the goal was to press a button when the ball was really close to you so you can hit it and basically deflect it, and then the ball would change its target. Think of it like spike ball, but the ball is targeting you, and it got faster and faster and you had to react to it faster and faster. And the inspiration behind this mode was one of the bosses from Ikaruga, where it basically shoots some projectiles towards you and you have to deflect those faster and faster. And it was really interesting, but we kind of gave up on that. Also, I'm entering a different room and the audio is kind of changing. This place is really weird. Whoa. One final mode that we worked on was a snake mode, and that pretty quickly turned into the mutator that's already in the game right now called Snake, but it kind of didn't work as well as we thought it would as a game mode, so we quickly made it into a mutator, which seems to work pretty okay. But aside from game modes, we also had ideas for other stupid things that never made it into the game. For example, I always wanted to make a mutator that switched what character you control, assuming you play with a controller locally with 3 other players on the couch. And that would be hilarious because at one point that mutator would kick in and you realize you're not controlling your character anymore, and you would either have to figure out what player is controlling your character and try to steal their controller, or just use your controller to kill whatever character you're controlling. But that kind of turned into the mind control game mode, and sadly it wouldn't work online, so that's why we kind of give up on the idea of making it a mutator. We also have some characters that we never released and they got to various points in development. For example, we have an animal skull character that we kind of got really far and almost implemented in the game, but in the end I wasn't happy with how it looks, so I kind of gave up on that. And we also have some sketches for some Halloween characters that we never got to add in the game, and they're really cute, like the tombstone and the clown, and there was another one that I'm forgetting, but it's probably on screen right now. So maybe at one point, maybe next Halloween, I'm gonna add them because I still think they're awesome. So yeah, those are some things that never made it into the game, and I might add them at one point, I'm not sure. And I think it's interesting to show that stuff and make it public because otherwise it would never see the light of day. So yeah, that's about it. Got nothing else. I'm in a dungeon. Bye.